How a computer works. Computer works because of electricity. Then, but electricity has only two values. So, scientists need to pick values that can represent other data. And they choose 1 and 0. They call these values binary, which they call the language of the computer. In order to make other values, they combined binaries. Combination of 8 binary numbers were enough to represent many values, and the American Standard Code for Information Interchange, or ASCII, were made. Every character now has its own decimal value, which can be represented in the form of binary. In order to represent decimal values, counting from left to right, multiplying current number by 2, were done. Since big letter A is equal to 65, as they numbered it, we need 64 and 1. We put 1 below in these numbers, and 0 for the others. This is the way of conversion of decimal to binary. Then, characters with their binary values are saved in a chip, and is accessed by different hardware by means of the BIOS, which stands for Basic Input-Output System. BIOS is also stored in a chip, and is maintained by a battery to retain its values. In case the battery fails, it resets its values to its default values. BIOS contains different important settings, both in hardware and in software settings. One important setting is the date and time of the computer. Time is where a computer derived its speed. By dividing time, the computer speeds up. Then, when we turn on the computer, millions of data, in the form of binary, were entered to the memory of the computer, even without touching the input devices yet. Data were processed by the Central Processing Unit, or CPU, which is the brain of the computer. Memory processed BIOS data and operating system data simultaneously every second. The first software that runs when we turn on the computer is the BIOS. Then, it calls the operating system, which is stored in the hard disk drive. And you can now use the different applications of the computer. Utility software is also important for maintenance purposes of your computer.